Today, people are finding ways to take more responsibility for their own health and well-being. The healthcare system is upside down, and millions of Americans are looking beyond traditional medicine, prescription drugs or surgery, and seeking more effective alternative therapies for relief of pain and to accelerate healing.
Medicine of the 21st century is changing dramatically.
First of all, I've been practicing medicine for almost 40 years, and every doctor knows how to use pharmaceuticals. The pharmaceuticals, they can help people in emergencies, but as far as chronic illness, they just can't cut it.
John worked as a successful movie stuntman. He saw his career flash before his eyes when he sustained massive injuries in a non-stunt related accident.
Of an extreme injury, breaking the tibia, the fibula, and the femur, bone on bone, and was told without a knee replacement I would never walk without the use of a cane.
But getting a replacement would have made John a liability in the stunt world. He began to seek out another solution and other forms of treatment. He then discovered a powerful treatment therapy using the electroacuoscope and myopulse machines. They use principles of Chinese acupuncture without using needles, combined with missile guidance chip technology.
So when you have something that's natural, that works on the body's electrical capacity, and it's based on Chinese medicine, and involves artificial intelligence, this is 21st century medicine.
The electroacuoscope and myopulse first came into the limelight when Terry Bradshaw used it in 1983 to rehabilitate his damaged throwing arm. And he then led his team to win the AFC Central title.
And so now I started the Acuoscope. I've had 4 treatments as of this date, and I threw today with no pain, 0.
A year from the date of the injury, I ran my first triathlon on a leg they said would never bend.
The machine has shown reduction of pain in acute and chronic conditions including wound healing, carpal tunnel syndrome, chronic fatigue, allergies, headaches, arthritis, fibromyalgia, lower back pain, and detoxifying the body.
One treatment with the Acuoscope on this extracted tooth, within an hour, my husband Kevin said to me, you know what, the pain's like 98% gone and I feel like almost 100% back to normal. He went to bed early that night, woke up the next day and said the pain was completely gone and he's had no problems with it ever since.
So I found out about this therapy through my dad. He's a doctor, a cardiovascular surgeon, and he's into alternative therapies and actually had met John at a conference about that kind of thing. And John treated my sister for a sprained ankle, and then I had a sprained ankle as well, and I came to John to just get some treatment to try to accelerate the healing process.
I mean, our body is being inundated with, a firestorm of free radicals. So you got to put the fire out. And you can put that fire out in many different ways.
Non-invasive therapy has proven to be much more successful than many of the invasive therapies. We're dealing with common sense medicine.
He regenerated my hips instantaneously, and it was so good that I am totally ambulatory. I exercise all the time.
One of the things we worked on was my shoulder, and prior to treatments last June with my shoulder, I was only able to go up this high. But now you can see I can get my elbow up and my shoulder up without too much effort.
Just like evil vibrations or unhealthy vibrations can make the body sick, the good news is that healthy vibrations can help the body to heal. Electrical technologies will do this. And I really feel that electrical medicine is in its breakthrough days right now.
Not only is he a good guy, but right now he is busy training 1,000 practitioners that are about to descend on the whole world.
As calls came in from all over the country, Thorpe quickly began to realize that a lot of people were given hope but could not afford to travel to Thorpe's clinic. Thorpe quickly began to create a network of technicians to assist people all across the country.
So let's change the face of medicine as we know it today into a non-drug, non-invasive world that has a 90+% success rate in reduction of chronic pain and disease. Let's educate people on the proper diet. Let's educate people on the proper structural integrity. Let's educate people on how to stay well.
I just suffered a severe car accident, and I was just a few months after that, my shoulder was extremely painful. I could not lift this shoulder above my head.
The thing that impresses me the most about this technology is the immediate results. I'm an osteopathic physician, so I'm very attuned to structural types of medicine. Most of the time that requires a series of treatments to get better.
Well, first of all, every time I go, I can feel the improvement almost instantaneously. But over a period of time, as we would work on my shoulder for several different sessions, it only took 2 or 3 sessions on this shoulder to really loosen it up. It was quite amazing.
We're going to have to rewrite the physiology textbooks.
Doctors at the Sonoviv Medical Institute and Research Center in Rosarito, Mexico, are embracing the use of the electroacuoscope and MyoPulse. For the past several years, Sonoviv has implemented Thorpe's protocols as a primary step toward wellness for its patients. The Sonoviv medical staff uses world-class medical technology, such as the electroacuoscope and MyoPulse for their guests. They give them functional medical therapies to invigorate their immune system and assist them to achieve wellness.
One specific patient of mine who had a low back, and this also was creating upper back pain, which was chronically there. For more than 10 years, this patient was presenting pain. So immediately, actually, we started her on the machine. And I need to mention that it was a patient that just came here for 1 week. So we used the machine for 3 consecutive days. And I remember seeing this patient just in the elevator, and she was in tears just because of how much pain improvement she had experienced in just 2 sessions, and this compared to all those years of different treatments and pharmaceutical remedies being used.
I've been very impressed by how fast this technology works and that you can see improvements right away. I see a phenomenal opportunity here for these machines in a variety of different settings, in individual doctors' offices, in chiropractic offices, things that have to do with animal husbandry and horses. I see home care for chronically ill people. I think it is an absolute magical tool that has a huge, bright future.
I felt like the pain was reduced, and I could definitely see a reduction in the swelling. I think was something that was almost visible, that I was able to see was happening. Even almost during the treatment, where he'd put the probes, you could kind of see indentations.
Horses, especially thoroughbred horses, they're very vulnerable in training. And what I've learned about the equine population is basically that we can treat equines just like humans. We can put them on nutraceutical support, we can give them electroceutical support. So I'm actually using electrical technologies in treating thoroughbred racehorses.
I do have a lot of faith in what the machines do.
My son had a devastating illness.
I was a Wall Street trader back in '99 and 2000. I spent 4 years on the street with excessive stress, a lot of work.
So this horseshoe of 6 feet of computers where he would be in the middle of this horseshoe, and he'd have a cell phone in each ear, and he was, trading stocks and doing a lot of trading, and he was exposed to a lot of chaotic electrical energy.
My health continued to deteriorate drastically. Every month I would lose weight.
Eating like 10,000 calories a day, and he was still losing weight.
I could not digest food. I probably had every symptom in the book. With the resources I had lots of money. I went to doctors all around the country.
We really didn't know what was going on in him. He had immune system dysfunction, GI dysfunction. He had no enzymes in his body. He had a body temperature of 95 degrees, and his whole body was shutting down. That's the electrical pollution syndrome.
I like to say I was one breath from death.
When you think you're going to lose a child, you got to throw out the books.
At that time, I was still recovering. I was still trying to get all my body functions back, including going to the bathroom. I learned to walk again, talk again, many things.
Yeah, I've seen John for so many things I kind of forgot. I mean, actually, I'm like all other patients. You get better, and then when they ask you, did you ever have a problem? When you're taking a history from that patient, they actually don't remember half the stuff. We're all looking for the machine, like the metal detector. You can walk through it and get totally treated, like Star Wars. But it's more hands-on.
All those movies that we saw, years ago, really are coming true today.
Prior to this, when I had my accident, Actually, right after my accident, I couldn't move my arms at all. Looking back at my accident, had we all known about these two machines, I think my prognosis would have been completely different.
Cellular physiology in my mind, and keeping that voltage up in the cell, keeping a healthy cell alive. It's like a battery in your car. When your battery in your car has enough juice, the engine turns on. When the battery in your car doesn't have the juice, it sputters, it's vulnerable, and your car may not start. So the human body is like a battery. We have to keep it charged. We have to supply our cells with energy substrates to keep the cell alive, keep it moving, and that's what electrostim is all about. That's what hands-on healing is all about. That's what infrared sauna is all about. Any of these technologies can also help heal the body.
This is 21st century medicine. Non-drug, non-invasive, and a huge success rate in reduction of chronic pain and disease.
The electroacuoscope is changing lives in so many ways and has brought relief and accelerated healing to millions. There exists a new paradigm, a shift from sickness to wellness, and new tools that promise a brighter future in healthcare in the 21st century and beyond. There is a future without pain, and with the advent of microcurrent technology, it is here now.